No. No. Okay. As you guys know, I like to come on 5 minutes early just to give, just to make sure that I don't have any problems with YouTube. So we got 5 minutes. We're going to start in 5 minutes. What do we do? Hey, what's up, Alejandro? What's up, brother? Thank you for coming on. We got 3 to 4 more minutes before we start. All right. Hey, dear King. Appreciate you coming on tonight, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, we're gonna start in 3 minutes. 3 minutos. We are going to be talking about that alternative variety showcase. Hey, Daniel. Thanks for coming on, brother. Yeah, Alejandro, if we can reach one person, though, it's good enough for us. But, the one thing we're going to be always talking about is what is best for the American bully, for the breed, But we always appreciate your support and everybody else who was on. So we will start in 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Okay. No, I can't see you, man. I mean, I saw Kenny just now, but not you. You good, baby? You good? Yeah. Zachariah, I'm telling you, man, it is as wild as it gets. One more minute, baby. I'm starting in 1 minute. Yes, please. And probably next litter probably will be in next breeding will be done probably in February or March. So I guess 60 days after that or so. But it is 8 o'clock. Sí, familia. Give me 1 second. Kenito. No llores. Huh? Okay. Okay. All right. No, you could stand up. I don't think you're not seeing it. Yeah. Kenny. Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's get into it. Um, you want to be on camera? Let's get into it. Zachariah says all about the money, which is a fact. The only hope for the breed is a new breed and a small group of selective breeders that can coordinate with each other. Which is very interesting, which is a good take. But I just wanted to say because this has been in my mind lately as well. I definitely feel like the the um, the broodstock dogs that they used are just too few for the American Bully. They definitely should have used more. But first of all, I want to say, I hope everyone is praying and keeping the faith and praying that everything is good. For those in Florida, we're just praying and supporting them and hope that they're safe. That was the first thing I wanted to say tonight. Okay, and Zachariah, you're right. Supporting different registries isn't going to be just enough. But the alternative variety showcase, and in Dave's words, he says they want the best conformational extremes, the best conformational micros, and the best conformational merles. And I hope that people aren't deceived by this because it's all everything that he's asking for is against the standards. It's crazy. We want your best merles, and even though according to him they're not going to be pointed, I don't want you to believe for a second that it won't be next year or the year afterwards. Okay? So why are they doing this? Why are they doing something that we know that is not in the best interest of the breed? And I think we know that the answer is the almighty dollar. Of course, right? It's just about greed. Okay? You removed the extreme class before because you got too many overdone dogs that were not good conformationally. So why bring it back? Bringing it back makes no sense. And I've been saying that for a while too. He might as well change the standard the way the ABKC just ignores it. The Merles, I said years ago that there's only so long that he can continue to register Merles without them being allowed in the ring. And this is clearly where they are going. There's no question about it. What they're doing right now is just what Dave is doing is just a teaser to see how people are going to respond. And as you know, if you've been paying attention on Facebook, he had to come out with two videos explaining it. He did one video, I think, or something like that, in a live with Bully the Kid because of so much backlash. Okay, a lot of judges, ABKC judges, a lot of them are kind of quiet on the issue, and then some of them are defending it. But hands down, this is obviously not what the breed needs. Extremes. I mean, there is no way this can end positively for the traditional American Bully and the American Bully breed at large. Imagine being an exotic micro breeder, and now you can get titles to validate your dog. Imagine the stud fees that are already pretty high going up because of that, because you're gaining more fame and popularity. The same thing with Merles, the same thing with extremes. And we already have a hard time dealing with the genetics and mastering the genetics of what the American Bully is already. So imagine adding, not only adding those because we already have them, but validating them, giving them titles. Imagine being able to say that I own a micro that is a nationals winner. Just think about that. That is so insane. I can have a Merle American Bully that is a national winner. Like, and this is what is going to come. This is where it's the road is leading, because this is going to lead to more money for the ABKC and Dave. Alejandro says they're becoming the BRC. Yeah, and I think when you always see on Facebook when they post those stock offs, $20,000 stock offs and $5,000 stock offs, I think it's something that Dave feels like he's missing out on, because it's not like the ABKC doesn't make a lot of money now. He just wants to make more money. Okay, and like you said, like the famous phrase around the community is, it's not about the breed, it's about the greed. And I was disappointed in a lot of the people that were defending it. And I'm like, we clearly understand, to myself, I'm saying that they don't want the breed to be in the AKC or on the world stage. But you would think that they would want better for the breed. Like, I think someone said, we haven't even mastered the varieties that we have now, which are the pocket, the classic, the standard, and the XL. Now you want to add three more classes. Imagine there being seven classes for the American Bully. Imagine seven classes at a show. Um, it's absolutely insane. On top of that, I'm taking. I always take notes to try to not forget the things I'm thinking about. But I also say to myself, I have a hard time right now explaining to people what an American Bully is. Imagine adding a micro to that, and which is more micros than not end up being exotics. I mean, I'm guessing a micro is just an exotic anyway. But then you have the Merles, and it's like it's so frustrating. If you really like confirmation and you really care about the breed, it's frustrating to see what's been happening for all of these years. I mean, just like from when I got involved with the breed in 2013, in terms of getting my first American Bully, to what it is now, is just absolutely insane. And I mean, you can just see the writing on the wall, but I mean, maybe I'm too passionate, maybe I care too much. I don't know if all the people that usually, speak to me and through Facebook and other means, WhatsApp, and we have the conversations about dogs, if everyone feels the same way. But I'm not one of those people that can sit back and not say anything. I'm not really one of those people that say, oh, it doesn't matter to me because it's just a trend, it'll come and go. But the problem with the American Bully is, not only are they trying to erase the past, when you talk about dogs like Paco and Sweet and Low and who are other good dogs that won nationals, maybe like Rockstar or whatever. They don't talk about those dogs. What they're doing is they're trying to paint a new narrative for the American Bully, that the American Bully is this super huge extreme dog in which extreme is not used anywhere in the standard, and that those dogs of old are gone, and that's not what they want. But it's what the new people, and there's so many new people coming into this breed every day that are uneducated, and imagine them coming in and seeing now that Merles and these exotics and these extremes are what the American Bully is supposed to be. Imagine coming into that. That's what you're going to think. So it's going to be super confusing. And you're talking about seven varieties in which you can find so many examples of each, even in the same class, that have no resemblance. None. They don't function the same. They're not the same size. They don't move the same. Yeah. And the ABKC stopped the fun shows because of how out of hand it got. I mean, well, more so with the violence. But I guess now this is a way for them to try and do it again. I guess, like I said, it's all about the money. The WBA doesn't do fun. I mean, well, the show I went to when they had Spielberg there. Outside of that, they don't, to my knowledge, I guess I should say they don't do fun shows. But they just promote good dogs. That's it, and that's enough. You don't need to. I mean, if you're making money as a registry already, you don't need to keep making more money by making the breed worse. It just it's just sad, And man, it's like you would literally have to go back in time right now to almost fix the American Bully story, because by the time 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what I've known since 2010, 2013, 2010 and on, it's gonna be completely different. Okay, and that's why those dogs of the past. They're saying that those dogs aren't good enough, so to speak. But something has to be done about it, guys. We have to do something together, and technically, it's all of our faults that it's gotten to where it has gotten now, to the point where Dave just feels like he can do whatever he wants to do, because we don't protest these things, and you have to protest in a way that it speaks loud enough to make the ABKC feel it. So you, I would suggest no, not going to nationals. If you were planning to go, don't go, because they really need to understand that that is a bunch of bullcrap that they're doing. Okay, um, if you papering your dogs, paper less or stop papering them. Stop getting the papers with the ABKC. Okay, because they say this bullcrap about, oh, we're giving you guys a platform to show your extremes, so why'd you take it away? Dave, tell me, why'd you take it away? If they already did that, if you already did it, why did you take the extremes class away? It was for a reason. You know what I'm saying? The gene pool itself for the American Bully is not only small enough, it's not only too small, and not only, because there's so many different lies told during history. We don't know what is what in this gene pool. And to try now and add Merles and exotics into that, I mean, imagine how many people now are going to feel encouraged to breed to a Merle and a Micro, whether it's experimentally or not. Just imagine, like, it all makes sense now why we're the laughing stock of dogs, and it's the same reason why someone just posted on Facebook the other day about how a veterinarian. I screenshot it. Let me read it to you. I took a screenshot because I couldn't believe it, that these things are still happening to people. It said, how are you a veterinary hospital and your insurance tells you that you will lose your insurance if you continue to service the bully breed? This is what they're telling veterinarians because of the same thing. These exotics and these other dogs that can't breed naturally, that can't breathe without having issues. They just don't care about the breed, and they're denying service. They're literally telling veterinarians that you will not have insurance if you take on American Bullies. And by American Bullies, they mean all of these breeds. And Brickhouse Bull said, dang, Terrell was right. Terrell was right. Terrell has been right. I can't say that Terrell has the best reputation amongst a lot of people, but when he's telling the truth. You feel me? Like, he hasn't been lying about this kind of stuff about the ABKC and the breed and the health and all that stuff that he's always been talking about on his page. It's definitely true. Daniel says stick to WBA or UKC people or UKC. People complain about the UKC, but that bull won't be allowed there. Exactly, exactly. And it's unfortunate that a breed like the UKC is an all breed kennel club. So they're not going to be so focused on the American bully like someone like the WBA or the ABKC or maybe one of those other registries that but because it's not like you can get UKC shows up and down, the US along the states all anytime you want. The UKC has shows here and there. I don't know how they select their locations, but from what I understand, it's not as easy getting to those shows as the ABKC. They have them all over the U.S. And the WBA right now is kind of going through the same thing. Like it's mostly I think maybe Texas, the West Coast, Cali heavy, Mexico, and overseas international. And then they had the one show in Florida. And another thing I want to suggest to you is that because I heard people saying it as well, like some people, I heard one person say they want to throw away their papers from the ABKC, and I'm saying, okay, like if you want to support another registry, I think we need to come together some way and plan to have more shows and find people to host more shows, like for the WBA along the state line, the U.S. Along those states in the different states. And I can tell you because I went to a WBA show, I went to multiple ABKC shows, that the last time I saw a great ABKC show was 2014 Nationals, I think, when Sweet and Low won Best in Breed. I can't remember if she won Nationals, but I think she won Best in Breed. But man, it's just insane, like to see where they're coming today, where they are. I mean, is it just me or you guys feel this way? It just doesn't make sense to where these things are headed, man, and it's not in the best interest, like I said, of the breed. So it's like you gotta ask yourself, what are you gonna do about it? How long? How long are we going to continue to support the ABKC? With this kind of foolishness, and then the funny thing is when they say that the platform that you want, that they're only responding to what we want. Who is we? Who the heck is we? Who's telling them that they want Merles in the ring and that they want micros and that they want more extremes? Who's telling them this? So I'm thinking like, okay, if the ABKC is listening to those people and not the real people that care about the American bully, I think that kind of says it all right there. There's no way. There's no way they're gonna have the exotics. I'm gonna call them what they are: exotics, Merles, and or the extremes there at the nationals, and that not overshadow that show. It's gonna be hard to do because even when I went to my last ABKC show, last November? Not November gone, the one before that. Yeah, 2 years ago in Oklahoma. I was so shocked to see a table of exotics at the show. Like in the middle of the not in the middle of the venue, but like how the ring was set up and the booths were set up. They had this table or multiple tables set up facing the ring. And I'm saying like these dogs, what are they doing here? And these guys don't care if they can compete or not. They're just here, they're on the table holding up the dogs. Oh, I got the best, and they're making all this noise, and they are bringing attention and energy. And I'm glad that they can do that. I guess sometimes without having problems with each other. But I was like, dang, it's like three or four of them, and it's like maybe what I'll say like 200 people in here, and you could definitely hear them. Imagine if you have them at nationals. Because if I had an exotic and I had a Merle and an extreme dog like that, and I could now have a possible chance at being an exotic national winner or extreme and Merle national winner, I'm thinking that's going to be pretty good for my pocket. You feel me? I can definitely now add more value to my exotic. Just think about that. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. I mean, there's no way I can support that, and I can't wait to see how they pull this off and what they're going to do next. And the people that don't do anything about it, the people that you hear defending it, that you know say they like dogs that are conformationally sound, just understand that they are also the problem. And if you like that, then you are also the problem with the breed. Daniel says he was standing outside Nationals and selling 4x4 pieces of fake grass. Oh, he says he's going to. Well, they all got them. It's always there. You could sell those little wagons too that they got there, because those dogs dang sure can't walk from the front door to the ring. We know that. So why would you? Why would you promote that? Oh man, I just want to go to my bed. Just thinking about this, me and my partners have been talking about it for so long, and it's just like it's just so disappointing. And you already know what it's going to do. Dave says he wants the best of the best Merles. Who decides what is the best exotic? Who decides what is the best extreme? Like, this is just a way. I'm telling you. For the first year to get a feeler, you come out, they try it out, and then next year it's going to loosen up, just like it did with the other dogs. When they added the extreme category, and then they loosened it up to get more dogs, and then they realized it was just too bad. I mean, and I guess for them back then it wasn't that it was too bad. Um, I'm thinking for David, because Dave is a really strategic guy. You have to kind of know how he thinks. It was just the wrong time, you know. And to be honest with you, when Hove died, I think it was maybe 2018, 2019, when Hove was on the number one dog in the ABKC, he died before nationals. And I think that's the one that Samson I think won best in breed, and it was the perfect time for him to insert that movement at that time, because we know if you really want to debate it, Samson won against the bear, which shouldn't have happened. Um, you know, and then the bus beat the bear like 2 years before that. So if you really want to be objective, the bear could be a three-time national winner, you know, but just I mean the ABKC has literally gone to the dogs, as we would say. Um, it just doesn't make any sense. Um, and I know you guys feel, some of you for sure, I know feel the same way. And you have to voice your opinion about this. These are not things you can just sit back and take and watch. You have to be active when you want to see a change. Like I said all the time in my videos, I don't want the ABKC to go away. I want the ABKC to do better and stick to their standards. And if you're gonna allow things that are outside of the standard, change the standard. That's all I'm saying. Stop doing things that are literally against your own rules. And then, I mean, Dave is just a master manipulator. And Dave Wilson just has a cult of people that will support anything he says and does, and they will not think twice about it. And you don't believe me? Look at the people in the comments on Facebook that are saying, "Oh man, yeah, we've been waiting for this. Can't wait." You look at the senior judges, and people are talking about, oh yeah, it's just a platform. We were trying it. Bullcrap, malarkey, pish posh, Lavelle, all of that, trash. You can't stay quiet, guys. You have to be active. You have to make your voice heard so that they can change their mind. Or simply, like I say, we all just go to the WBA. Okay. And I've been having some conversations with the WBA and trying to find I was trying to do a show here in February. Well, that's not going to happen this year. I mean next year. But because I just don't have enough help here to pull that show off in the time frame that I would want to do it. And but other than that, I'm hoping that I can partner with some people in Florida sometime in the near future. I'm hoping Orlando to put on a WBA show there. And if I can get, further up into the US, I'll do it too. You know what I'm saying? But I just need people that I could trust, people that are really willing to work, to be able to put on shows to show what the true American bully is and should be. Brookhouse says, why is it an extreme class if they want us to go extreme? It's just Dave contradicting himself. That's what it is. Brassman X says, as long as we keep spending money on papers and shows, ABKC will continue to run the breed into the sewage. Which is true because Daniel says everyone looks at Dave as a god, but it was the other Elite Edge members responsible for the breed's popularity. That's also true in a way, Not that Dave didn't have played his part to an extent, but a lot of those other guys definitely did help with that. But it's true. Really, if I'm correct, a registry only makes money from sanctioning a show and paperwork and registering paperwork. So, like you said, if you don't paper your dogs with them, they're going to feel it, and then they are going to start doing the right thing by the American bully breeders and the American bully community. And if you stop doing shows, they're also going to feel it, guys. And I encourage you, if you agree with me, take your message to Facebook, because that's where Dave did. He explained it after the backlash of doing that. He went on the live with Bully the Kid. They didn't go on YouTube. They went on Facebook because a lot of the American bully breeders, a lot of people talk about whatever's going on. It's on Facebook. Facebook is arguably the biggest platform for the American bully to go back and community to go back and forth and talk about things now because there are no MSN boards. So that's what you have to do, and that's what we have to do. Think about it. I mean, think about where we are right now. We have to actually try to come up with a solution to find a way to make the registry do what they're supposed to be doing. It's absolutely insane. And I'm also gonna read you a post. Oh shoot, I shared it on my page. I think it was. Let me see, what's his name? Jonathan Rivera. That came up with a perfect solution for the American bully breed. Perfect. Let me read this to you. He says, instead of best extreme, I suggest best classic. And when he said this is not like, because you have the classic class already, but have this on the side and let people choose from it because you want to promote the proper dog and the proper function, the proper structure. So this is what you want to highlight. This was the point of his post. I suggest best classic instead of best extreme. Instead of best mini American bully, which is the micro, how about best movement, best rare assembly, or best silhouette? Things that you don't get points for in the show ring. You want to have a fun show, do it like this. He says instead of best Merle, consider best black or brindle. Additionally, I would recommend best head carriage or best top line, as many seem to lack the knowledge on what constitutes a good top line, which is true. All his points, I mean, this post was perfect and valid. Then he says, People's Choice winner to reflect the audience's opinions, which may differ from the judges. Aside from the judges' selection, allow the attendees to vote for their preferred winner. And imagine being at a show where there are just beautiful specimens conformationally, and there's a People's Choice for that. And then the judge picks who they want in the ring, and then you see who the people thought should win. Wouldn't that be amazing? And then he also suggested top 20 winner. These dogs compete year round. Let's give the top 20 an opportunity to compete against each other, which I love that idea as well. Then he also has best brood bitch. Bring your top producing bitch along with 3 or 4 of her progeny. That is the kind of things that we need to see. Jonathan Rivera, oh my gosh. You are a godsend for this post. I hope he sees this. Additionally, he would like to see senior judges explain their decision for selecting the winner. And it's true, the community lacks in this area. Without a breed club, the registry should take the initiative to educate breeders on how to present better dogs. Many classics don't get showcased anymore because they are overshadowed by the extreme American bullies. And like he says in this, an event like this could encourage people not to overlook the rare assembly, as many simply don't know what a good rare looks like. It would also emphasize the importance of a well balanced classic, a valuable asset to any program. Continuously breeding extreme to extreme only locks in flaws. Thank you. The term extreme has already been misinterpreted, just like the term evolution. On the subject of the best classic, consider the world of bodybuilding. The Mr. Olympia competition reintroduced the classic class, resulting in Chris Bumstead, a classic bodybuilder, becoming the most popular bodybuilder today. Competitors were getting excessively large, focusing only on size, which is the same thing, that the ABKC is going through. So, I mean, it was just perfect. I'm going to share this again tomorrow too, because it's just a very well. Obviously, he did it because of what's happening, but I'm glad he had the courage to say something and put it on Facebook, and it was loud and definitely heard by by many. Trying to find that post on his page. Yeah, and look at that. Something like that. Only 6 shares. Okay. This is literally a fight to preserve the American bully, the traditional American bully. I don't think it's either that we as a whole don't understand how serious this is, or we just don't care. Okay. So listen, if you're interested in forming a group to try and well, I'm going to start a group to fight against this narrative that the American bully is supposed to be this fat, high reared dog that has bad movement. Okay, and it only has a big head and a big neck and big shoulders and big chest and big bones. Okay, but can't move well, can't breathe naturally, can't breathe without. Okay, This is a fight. So if you guys have my Facebook, if you have me on Facebook, inbox me if you're serious, but only serious people, and I will take your name down as we start this group and try to work together to put on shows in different states with the WBA or any other registry that cares about confirmation, that cares about the true American bully. Okay? We've been here for 40 minutes already. I don't really want to take too much time. I'm like a 30-minute flight from Florida. So when the some of that storm, the outer bands of that storm, we feel that here in the Bahamas. So that's why I moved this live to tonight instead of tomorrow, because I don't know what the weather would be like tomorrow. And in my city, like to turn the power off, even though I have a generator. But the internet, I wasn't sure what was going to happen, so I didn't want to take any chances. But that's why I chose to do this tonight. Okay. So if you're here and you're enjoying the conversation, hit that like button for me. It definitely helps the channel to grow, helps the videos to grow. I always appreciate you guys' support. But what are we going to do? Are we going to sit back and wait and see what happens? Or are we going to do something about it? Brassman X says, so many of these dogs are either crippled or dead by 3. It has to stop. You are correct. A lot of the popular dogs don't live very long. And I guess sometimes too, when the really popular ones are studied so much that sometimes that's all the owner really cares about. But yeah, these popular dogs are always dying, unfortunately, because no one wants to see someone posting about a dead dog, because we want them to live. We want them to live long. And unfortunately, with the American bully, that a lot of people can't accept is that the dogs weren't meant to be that big. They weren't meant to carry that much mass. It's the same thing like a human who is excessively overweight. Their heart can't pump. It can only pump so much blood. Their organs can only operate at such a capacity when there's too much weight. And these people with the American bully, they just don't care. They want fame, they want power, and they want money. That's it. Oh man, it sucks that most of the conversations we have to be about trying to help the breed go in the right direction instead of having more conversations about about all the great things that are happening, like the great breedings and great dogs. We gotta, because more importantly, the breed is in trouble, and it's unfortunate that we have to take the time to do this because there's so many people that don't care, and it's frustrating. All right, I'm gonna be on for about maybe 2 more minutes before I head out, guys. So, if any more questions, any suggestions, any tips, or just anything you want to say, feel free to do that now. Okay. But here on Lukai Bulls TV, you guys already know it's always about the American bully. It's always about you. It's always about keeping it clean, correct, and functional. We always appreciate your support. We wouldn't have a channel without you guys. So thanks again for coming on. We appreciate you. Pray for those in Florida. If you can help them out in any way, do that. Because you never know when when it might be you. Nell Mark says, follow the money. They throw XLs under the bus. Dave, how someone just talked about that. I had a friend that went to a show in Europe, and he told me there were like 30 to 40 XLs in the show, just XLs. He said they could have had an XL show just by itself. And think about that. The same people that when their XLs were being outlawed, the same guy, Dave, was saying that, oh no, those are band dogs. Those dogs that were attacking, those are band dogs. This is the kind of person that we support. Oh man. But it's that time, guys. I gotta head out. Appreciate you coming on tonight. Stay tuned next week, Thursday. We're gonna have another video for you. Stay tuned. We love you. We are out.